If you have already tried to quit your phone addiction and you keep failing, then trying again the exact same way won't change anything. Don't expect different results from doing the same thing. I'm going to show you 3 different methods for effectively stopping phone use, and each one will be more strict than the previous one. The last method is already extreme and might surprise you. It's for people who are totally addicted to their phone. And also 2 out of 3 methods don't require any discipline at all. The third method is simple. Every night before going to bed, put your phone on a shelf in another room, ideally at the other end of the house. That way you have to clearly decide when you are going to sleep. Once you have put it away, turned off the lights, and you are laying in your bed, you won't be able to scroll anymore. And in 99% of cases, you won't feel like getting up, turning the lights back on, which will blind you, just to go to another room to grab your phone. The best part about this method is that in the morning when you wake up, your phone won't be the first thing you reach for, because it won't be next to you. You will focus on your morning routine and basically forget about it until you will actually need your phone. With this method, you need a bit of discipline to remember put your phone on a shelf, but the discipline is only really need for maybe few days. After that, it becomes easier for you, even though the habit isn't fully built yet. Because when you do something for several days in a row and skip it one day, it starts to bother you until you make up for it. What's important, you can't forget to put your phone away for 2 days in a row. Because when you are just starting this method, 2 days are already too long of a break and you will fall out of it no matter how many days before you manage to keep it up. The second method is to delete apps that take up most of your time. It's probably social media. Why do you even scroll through them? Are you really that interested in the lives of people you don't even know? And even if it's your friends' lives, that if they are actually your friends, they will tell you what's going on with them. And if games distract you, ask yourself, does playing them have any positive impact on your life? You will pass a few levels, and so what? How is that supposed to change your life? Other than the fact that now you have less free time. Everything that happens on the internet isn't real. If someone suddenly turned off the internet or your game would break down, all of it would disappear, and you would wake up and realize that the only thing that left is your real life. Before I deleted my social media, I also thought that I had important things there and I didn't want to remove them. But I needed that break, so first I uninstalled the apps from my phone. And after a week, after I saw how good it felt without them, I looked back into my account only to delete it. Also, remember that if you uninstall your social media, you still have access to them through your web browser. So that might be a good solution for someone who really needs social media, for example, for work, but still wants to take a break. The most effective method, at the same time one that doesn't require strong willpower, is setting up a parental control. I use the one from Google. If you want to use it too, everything there is clearly explained, so once you open it, you will know exactly how it works. You can use other ones as well, but I haven't tested them. The easiest way would be to ask someone you trust to manage your parental controls, but if you don't have anyone like that, you should do what am I about to tell you. With the Google one, it's work like this. You need to create a second Google account and be logged into it on another device, for example, computer. It can be any device, but it has to be something you don't carry around with you. On that device, you search for parental control and open it. The computer will act as a device you use to supervise your phone, basically as a parent device. On the computer, you can choose which apps or websites should be blocked. You can also set up a daily limit for a specific apps. For example, TikTok can automatically turn off after 20 minutes of daily use. The whole point of this method is that you simply can't turn off or bypass the limit. You just can't. There is nothing you can do about this on your phone. It's a totally free alternative to paid apps that block your phone. And on the top of that, parental control offers more features than those paid apps. If a website is blocked or your time for a specific app runs out, the only way to get around it would be to turn on the computer, log into a parental controls, and change the settings, which is a lot of hassle. So if that happens at home, trust me, you won't feel like going through all those steps. And if that happens outside the house, when you don't have your computer with yourself, then even if you really want to, you won't be able to access the blocked apps. On the laptop, you can also set how many hours a day you are allowed to use your phone or during which hours. When the daily limit is reached, everything on your phone will be blocked except calling. You can also set it up in a less strict way. There is only one exception when you set a daily limit for your entire phone. When your limit, for example, 3 hours a day, runs out, there is an option to extend the limit by entering a password that is logged in on your computer account. That's why when you set a password, it needs to be made up of random letters and numbers. So you won't be able to memorize it, and you won't be able to enter it when the option to extend the time appears. That's the only loophole, and it only applies to the overall time limit. When it comes to block specific apps, there is no option like this, and there is no way to unlock them. The method I suggested is very effective and doesn't require any strong willpower or discipline. So it will work no matter how hard you are addicted to your phone.